This video is a video guide on revision 1A question 1. So over here, you can actually do on the left side or the right side first. So I will do on the right side first, and after that followed by the left side. Okay, mainly we will tackle how to create this portion here. So center line, layer, draw two lines. Ensure that your dynamic input, polar tracking, object snap, tracking, and your object snap is being turned on. Next, after this, I'll go to outline and start to do the polygon. So over here, the polygon AC70 means that it's a six-sided. Center polygon is center of the intersection point. It should be AC, so it should be a I. So you see for 70, that means radius is 35. All right. I'll extend my line a little bit taller so that it cuts through the polygon. Okay, next thing is talking about ellipse A to B. But over here, I cannot create the ellipse unless I know this point and this point. So in order to do this, I need to create the outer shape of the, I need to create the outer shape first, and then offset in 15 mm. So I'll create this circle. Okay, I need to find the location, which is 140 to the left and 30 tall. Offset 140. From here to here. Click here, go up, press 30. Okay, so this is my item. Okay, I need to move my item a little bit since it's going to be a bit tall. Okay, so the radius of this is 120. So draw a circle. Diameter 20. It should be a bit higher. Okay, so from this point, stretch it higher. I'm going to draw a line from here to here. What's the distance? 100 and I'm unsure. Okay, let's see, it's 120. Okay, 120 first. Okay, and I draw a straight line down. Okay, not sure what's the distance. So I know the fillet of radius 35. So fillet radius 35 here to here, and fillet radius 20. Okay, from here to here. All right, so I have to be a bit careful about this line. Let me just shorten this guy. So fillet radius 20 from here to here. You notice there'll be a break because there's a trim option has been turned on. All right, so what you can do is you see if I click and drag, notice that you will affect the radius here. So what you can do is you can either just draw a straight line across to patch up the item, or undo. Okay, I'll show you another method, okay, which is a bit different, is that you can go to fillet and say that I want the trim option to be turned off. No trim. You can click on here. Oops, I forgot to click in the radius. Again, trim option, no trim, radius 20. So again, from here to here. All right, then to manually trim this tail away like this. So from here, I can do an offset 15 mm. So I'm going to offset 15 here to here. There's 9 here. Okay, so all these will be changed out into hidden lines. Like this. So I know my point A. So I need to find my point B, which I will not know. Okay, so point B, I need to create the bottom part first. Okay, so it's radius 80. So radius 80, since it's connected to a point, I cannot use fillet. Alright, I have to use geometric construction method. So 80, here let's do a calculation. So it's tangent to this circle. This circle is radius 60. So, and I need to add 80, radius of 140. So come to construction line. Okay, let me choose construction. Oops. Okay, center radius from the center. Because it's tangent to this big circle, so it's an addition. All right, so it's 80 plus 60 is 140. And another circle from this corner, 80 mm. So I get an intersection point here. Sorry, circle, center radius. From here, click here to this point. 80 mm. Okay, key 80 to be exact. Okay, so once I form this, outline, trim, cutting edge. I want to select these two as my cutting edge, and I trim away the bottom part. Alright, so once there, I have the offset 15 mm. From this point, go in. So this will be my hidden detail. Okay, so once I get this arc, I need to draw the circle. Okay, so let me change the layer. So I'm supposed to use hidden line. So I'm going to use circle, center radius from this point. Shift, control right click, choose tangent to this arc. Okay, do a trimming. Here, trim, like this. So that's what it means by this radius is tangent to this arc. Okay, so this thing is find out the 1/4 ellipse from point A to point B. So quarter ellipse, here I'm using the center option because point A, if you draw a line down, it cuts here. Point B, draw a line horizontal, it cuts right here. So this is my center. Point A, point B. Trim. Okay, you got nice arc here. Okay, how about this side here? So this side here, the only clue that's given, okay, will be my radius 70, touching this horizontal line, 3 mm apart, and this is radius 30. So let's do the one on the horizontal first because it's much easier to draw, right? Okay, so let me draw the radius of diameter 70. Okay, so before that, I'll do my trimming. These two circles first, or this circle. This is center line. I'll use outline first. Circle, center diameter 70. Okay. The only clue given to me, okay, is that this arc, radius 30, is coming from somewhere here. So that means from this point, if I draw a circle of radius 30, it will cut this circle. Correct? So from this circle or from this center point, I'll draw a arc. Okay, so back to construction layer again. Circle, radius from this point, 30 mm. Oops, forgot to change. Okay, so from this point, I draw a arc or circle, radius 30. So you get this curve. So I'm going to do my trimming, cutting edge. I'm going to select this, I'm going to select this. I don't want this one, I don't want this one, I don't want this one. Offset 3 mm. Like this. So from here, you need to do an extension. And then on the other side, you need to trim. Okay, to all my construction, this is how it looks like. Okay, next thing, I need to do an array. Okay, the array, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total 6 of them. So what I do is I'm going to trim this first. Okay, later we draw a circle. Trim this array. I only test you polar array. So polar array about the center. 6 of them, 360. Those. Okay, let me draw back the circle. Okay, last but not least will be your array. This 12 holes, diameter 6 on 40 PCD. So the diameter of this circle here, the ring, 40. So here, center diameter. Okay, draw a circle of diameter 6. Okay, if you want to, you can draw a small center line. Okay, from the center, just click somewhere around here to here, a short one will do. Then you do the array, select this whole thing. And center will be the center of the circle. Total of 12 pieces, 360 degrees. And press close. Okay, last but not least, just double check your work. Make sure the center lines are trimmed properly. Okay, if not, that's the end of this video. Hope you learned something from this.